Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name is Emma Lefebvre, and today we are on part one of a three-part abstract watercolor floral series. This time we're changing it up a little bit because with each painting, we're gonna be trying a different technique. So let's jump right into our first video and start. Okay, so today we are on part one of this three-part series of creating abstract florals, but using different techniques. And today we are using a technique that I have never tried before, but I've seen it create some really cool textures for watercolor, and that is using saran wrap. So the fun thing about being abstract and loose with your paintings is that you can just do fun things that you wouldn't normally do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint some really loose flowers, and then I am going to kind of mold the saran wrap to kind of give it this texture, and when it dries, it's actually super cool. Haven't tried it, so hopefully I do it right, but let's jump in. So I have Canson Heritage paper today, 100% cotton. I haven't really painted too much with this, but I thought I'd give it a go. My Winsor & Newton Professional Watercolors, and I have my Princeton snap brush in a size 16. It's fairly big. And then also I have my Palette Perfect book because I thought, you know, this would be fun to just pick a fun color palette. I think I'm going to go for more of like bright colors and something fun. So let's look at, actually I think we're going to go for this like theme Curiosity. These are bright and bold colors. So the one that's popping out to me the most would either be this one or that one. And I feel like this one's a little bit more safe for me, something that I'd probably gravitate to more towards, but I think I might just go crazy and do something like this because that looks like a lot of fun. And it's something I wouldn't usually do. So let's see if I can mix up those colors quickly. So for the neon pink, Opera Rose is pretty close to that. So I'm just gonna wet this up so I can get a really bright neon pink, which will be a lot of fun. Which I'm thinking for the flowers. And then it has this like super lime green color. So I'm going to grab this lemon yellow, which is really bright. And I'm going to mix some sap green in there. Yes, I'm mixing my colors a bit. It's fine. Even more limey. I barely use my lemon yellow. I feel like that could be a fun like stem for a flower. And then the background is kind of like this darker green, but it has a bit of a blue tint to it. So I'm going to go with some Hooker's green. We're going to mix some stuff around here because it's still pretty bright and vibrant. And then I'm going to grab some turquoise because it's this more bluish green, like exactly like that. There we go. Easy peasy. And we're going to go with this color palette for this. Again, I have no direction necessarily of where I'm going with this, but I'm just going to wing it and we're going to have fun. I think I'm going to do a background too, which I don't typically do, but we're going to give it a go. So the first thing I'm going to do is I think the pink flowers, and then I'll do a background around it. So let's grab a bunch of our Opera Rose. And again, pick your own color palette, like do whatever you want. And I'm just gonna kind of like a poppy shape. I feel like this is, I'm gravitating towards the similar idea that I used for one of my other paintings that I've done before. Do a little bud there. I feel like there should be a center color though. Maybe I'll just do like a tiny poppy yellow in there. Should I make it big or should I don't know. Kind of want to give enough room for a green background. I'm just gonna really just going super loose with this. I'm just going to add a bit more bright pink. Maybe some lines, I don't know. The fun thing with being abstract is just like, you don't really have to have much of a direction. You know, just play. Just play. Okay, and then I'm going to drop in a tiny bit of yellow, which has a little bit of green in it. Like there's kind of like a stain in there or something. Like that. Okay, now I'm going to take the saran, oh no wait, hold on. I'm going to do the stems while it's still wet. Like that. Maybe there can be like a little bit of greenery underneath the flower. Like little spiky greeneries. Okay. Little bud there. Yeah, they're like poppies. It's kind of what I'm going for. Okay, now I'm going to take my saran wrap. I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I'm going to crumple it at one end. And I'm just going to put it on the painting. My son's having a little tantrum. What else is new? Like that. I feel like maybe I can take another little bit. Like that. It's okay, it's not like I'm filming or anything, guys. You know this. It's fine. It's fine. See those kind of weird, like, geometric shapes? That's kind of what we're going for. I'm going to grab another little piece for this bud here. And I'm just going to... Okay, and we're going to leave it there to dry and see what it looks like. So we're going to come back once that's dry, and then we'll do a bit of a background. Okay, so it's not completely dry, but I did take one off because I was curious. I think it's okay for now. We're just going to see. So, but like, look how cool the pattern is. It's different. It's interesting. It's super fun. All right, now let's do a background. So I'm going to take that green. I do want a bit more of this lime green though in it. So I'm just going to try and add a bit more, because I feel like that's a nice bright color to add to this, maybe. I don't know. Okay, now let's grab this color, and I'm just going to go around it like roughly. I'm not too worried about, you know, making a beautiful border. I'm not going to try and touch the pink or anything because I don't want it to bleed into the pink. So I'm going to give it kind of like a little white border around the flowers and the stems. I actually like these colors. They're fun. And if you wanted to, you could always do the flowers like just flat and regular and then let them completely dry and then come back in with the background and then put the saran on to have that kind of fun texture for the background. Like whatever you want to play with, just, you know, just try out, see what works, see what you like. That's what I like about doing these abstract floral ones, is just because you can really do anything. There are no rules. Might turn out, might not. It helps if you have like a good color palette. So at least you know the colors will be perfect if the strokes don't look as great. I feel like this needs to be a bit more bluish. I don't know. You can also add like darker bits in there if you want. Or even drop some water onto the background areas to get kind of like a bloom, which we usually try and stay away from with watercolor, but you can actually use it to your advantage to make some really cool textures. So just have fun and play. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this painting so far, or by the end. because I think it's pretty fun. At least it's pretty fun to do. Just going around really roughly. I love the colors. You know what? I wanted the other kind of a bit more neutrally tone at first, but I actually am really enjoying how bright this is. I do love lime green and pink together. I think those are like super fun together. And adding a background sometimes is fun too. I don't usually do it in my more traditional floral work just because I'm always afraid that I'm going to mess it up, but I think it really kind of adds something with this. Oops. Trying to make a little bit of a white border here. And like the background colors, you see me I keep mixing it up, and mixing and remixing to get more pigment. And if it's not like cohesive all over, if it's not like the same shade exactly all over, that's fine too. Like I said, there are no rules. Have fun. Play. I actually really like this. Thinking about dropping in a bit more dark pink too, to parts of the flower. But I don't know, I think it's pretty dry. So we'll see in a second. Just gonna get in some of these smaller areas. Like that. I might even add just like some water drops to get some like fun blooms for some texture. Why not, right? See like that bloom there? Cute. I actually really like this. I'm so surprised with myself. All right, I feel like some of that lime green could just be a bit more prominent. So I might just go over the stems a bit. Some parts of them at least. Just a little. It's so pretty. And this is one of those things too, you don't know when to stop because, and I find that with abstract work, it's like, when do you stop? When do you know it's finished? You don't want to overdo it and ruin it. But, I mean, it happens. It's okay. Let's grab a little bit more of that pink. You can even just do lines. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I won't because I don't want to ruin it too much. But there you go. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so let this completely dry and we'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all dry. Let's take off the tape and see what it all looks like. I love the color palette. I think it's super fun and bright. And there we go. Look how fun that is. So bright. And you could do this with more neutral colors, which would also look amazing. I think maybe next time I'd wait for the saran to, like the paint under the saran to dry a bit more. So to hopefully get some like more intense lines, which I might try again. But yeah, that is super fun. So there is your first abstract floral painting using saran wrap as a texture technique. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for even more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.